Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/olderadults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you. I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hey, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more.
In 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How is your job to
Tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
The following is a presentation of Roosevelt University Athletics. This is Roosevelt University Lakers men's basketball. Fitness and Athletics Complex on the campus of Purdue University Northwest in Hammond, Indiana. This evening it is Roosevelt University men's basketball tonight, the second of a women's and men's basketball doubleheader. As tonight, this matchup will be a Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletics Conference contest between the visiting Roosevelt University Lakers and the host Purdue Northwest Pride. Hi again, everybody, and good evening. I'm Tom Westenfeld. Great to have you with us here, getting on the air right around 7 p.m. due to the length of the women's game prior, but a good result for the Roosevelt University Lakers as the women's team defeating Purdue Northwest by a final of 74-64. So now the men's team will go for a doubleheader sweep here on this Thursday night in January. Roosevelt coming into this game, 1 victory, 12 defeats, still in search of their first win in the GLIAC. They have dropped their first 6 contests in the GLIAC. The Lakers' last game was a 59-52 loss against Lake Superior State back at the Goodman Center. Their lone win coming on the road in Fayette, Iowa. Lakers edging out Upper Iowa University with that game-winning shot that was back, as we said, on the 19th of December. Meanwhile, Purdue Northwest coming into this game with a record of 6 victories and 7 defeats. And they are 2-4 right now in the GLIAC. They have a 3-2 record here on their home floor. Purdue Northwest right now, coming into this game, will be trying to snap a 2-game loss streak as they have won 2 of their last 5 games. Their last game, a loss by a final of 76-54 to Grand Valley State. And then prior to that, they were defeated by Davenport by a final of 77-74. That came on the heels of a victory at Saginaw Valley State by a final of 71-63. But Roosevelt right now, they're going to try to come back and get their first win in 5 games and their first win in the GLIAC. And their first win, as we said, since the 19th of December, as they have had, to say the least, a rough go of it so far here in what has become now the 2026 season for Roosevelt University basketball. Lakers starting a brief 2-game weekend road swing this Thursday today, and then this coming Saturday. The Lakers on Saturday will be at Wayne State. We'll have that game for you on Flow College, as we'll be at home holding forth for the season opening series for Roosevelt University men's volleyball this weekend, as it'll be the Lakers against Barry University First game coming up tomorrow night, second match on Saturday afternoon. But fear not, again, that game on Saturday will be available via video on Flow College this coming Saturday afternoon. Lakers again, then we'll be back home a week from tonight against Davenport, as after that lengthy swing where the Lakers were on the road left and right everywhere around the upper Midwest, the schedule kind of evening out here a little bit as far as the home road breakdown. Lakers on the road tonight, although not too distant of a destination, and then they're in Detroit Saturday before returning home next week. A little bit more than a minute remaining on the countdown clock, so we're going to pause, take a quick timeout, and then when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for tonight's game and first half play-by-play. It's Roosevelt at Purdue Northwest. Straight ahead after this timeout, this is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Final seconds of the pregame countdown winding down here on the Fitness and Athletic Center clock. Shortly we'll have our introductions for the starting lineups, and then opening half play-by-play. Roosevelt against Purdue Northwest. Purdue Northwest coming into this ball game, they average 74.6 points a game. Lakers at 64.3 a game as the countdown is wound down. 20 minutes set to the clock. And we are going to be shortly ready to go for basketball here tonight in Hammond, Indiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John Fenton Court at the P&W Fitness and Recreation Center for tonight. GLIAC men's basketball.
Pre-game announcements underway on the public address.
Roosevelt Lakers and your Purdue Northwest Pride.
As we anticipate the introduction to the starting lineups, and we will now do the same as the intro is underway on the public address. And for the visiting Roosevelt University Lakers, their starting five will be Mikey West, the 6-foot senior guard from Waterbury, Connecticut. It'll be Hamari Bowers, 6'5 junior guard from Chicago, Illinois. It'll be Devon Smith-Johnson, the 6'7 junior forward from Cleveland, Ohio, along with Dante Sawyer, 6'5 senior guard from San Francisco, California. And Colleen Taylor, 6'3 senior guard from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Dee Brown, the head coach for the Lakers in his 4th year at the helm. The associate head coach is Garrett Hill. Maurice Commander is an assistant coach. Griffin Effenberger is the graduate assistant. Graduate manager is Terrence Young Jr. And the student manager is Nate Duckworth. For the homestanding Purdue Northwest Pride, it'll be Devontae Hall, a senior guard, 6 foot even, from Chicago, Illinois. Transfer from the University of Missouri, Kansas City. It'll be Kevin Taylor, 6'5 graduate guard and forward from Ackworth, Georgia. He's a transfer from William Woods University. Garrett Clark getting a started guard. He's a freshman guard, 6'4", from Portage, Indiana. It'll be Aiden Ashton, 6'4 sophomore guard from Mount Pleasant, Iowa. He is also a transfer from William Woods University. And rounding out the starting five will be Kyle Ross, their leading scorer for Purdue Northwest. He is a 6'7 senior forward from St. John, Indiana, and he is a transfer from Thomas More University. Jordan Ashton, first year as head coach here at Purdue Northwest for Coach Ashton. The assistant is Grant Greenberg. So, Lakers will come out tonight in their road black jerseys, black tops, black shorts, green numerals trimmed in white. And Purdue Northwest coming out in their home white jerseys with the white shorts and black numerals. And we are about ready to go for basketball tonight here in Hammond, Indiana. Great to have you along with us from wherever you may be as we hold forth here in the northwestern sector of the Hoosier State. Two teams getting last-minute instructions from their head coaches. And again, for the Lakers, it'll be West, Bowers, Sawyer, Taylor, and Smith-Johnson. And for Purdue Northwest, it'll be Hall, Clark, Ashton, Ross, and Taylor, the starting five. It'll be Roosevelt going as we look at it from our right to left, and Purdue Northwest left to right. Mikey West will be on the opening tip for Roosevelt against Aiden Ashton for Purdue Northwest. Great to have you with us here this evening. As the Roosevelt men's team will look to get a doubleheader sweep here tonight. All right, here's the official and the opening tip won by Purdue Northwest, and we're underway again. The Pride moving it as we look at it here from our left to right. Out high right with it, just right of the key here is Kyle Ross. Now they bring it out between the circles to Kevin Taylor. Sends it to the near side, actually wide left. Now a back in move into the lane, and a little turnarounder with the right hand will miss. Lakers get the defensive rebound after the miss by Kyle Ross. So Roosevelt their first possession of the game. Mikey West angles right in the front court here for RU. Backed it up now to the right point. One hands it now to Dante Sawyer near the top of the center circle. He moves left. Well, a lot of bumping going on there as the Lakers try to set a screen out near the top of the arc. And now the ball is loose, and Purdue Northwest able to get the steal. They'll bring it into the front court. Pass to Devontae Hall. He'll bring it back out now between the rings after the steal looked like there was by Aiden Ashton. In low right, and going up for the dunk here will be Kevin Taylor, and a whistle and a foul on the way up. It'll be on Hamari Bowers for the Lakers. His first and the team's first. And free throws coming now for Kevin Taylor. Averages 11 points a game, leads the team with 24 threes. He's a 75.8% free throw shooter. And he drains the first one here, and that's the way our scoring begins as Purdue Northwest the 1-0 lead. Here comes the second free throw from Taylor. 47 seconds into the game, second free throw is right through. Taylor converts both. 2-0 in favor of Purdue Northwest. Mikey West leans over the dribble as he brought it into the front court here for RU. Spins now, picked it up left of the center circle. Devon Smith-Johnson now brought it to the near side to Taylor. Devontae Sawyer rather had it, now back out front. And Sawyer with it again, drives down the lane, lays it in, count the hoop, and a foul called. And a little of a three-point play try on the way here as the foul will go to Kevin Taylor. It'll be his first and the team's first. And so a three-point play opportunity coming up here now for the Lakers as we're tied at 2 with 18:53 remaining. Dante Sawyer to the line here for RU. 70.2% from the line is Dante this year, coming in averaging 12.7 a game. Drills the free throw to make it a 3-2 Roosevelt lead. So we have our first lead change on the board. Here's the inbound now to Devontae Hall, and he'll bring it up the floor for Purdue Northwest. Hall across the timeline, right in the middle of the floor on the large Pride logo at center court. Out front now, long three ball, front rim and out there. That went from Garrett Clark, rebound into the corner, and Purdue Northwest able to keep it. Good job there by Hall to get to the rebound for the Pride. He'll fire up a three right to the right side, and it'll be an air ball. Pride trying to save it, and it'll be out of bounds to Roosevelt. So it'll be Laker basketball here. 3-2 in favor of Roosevelt, and they have the possession to move it all the way here right to left. Defensive pressure here initially by Purdue Northwest. Now the Lakers will bring it up against lighter pressure. And it will be brought across the timeline. And now around to the near side, here's Kaleem Taylor. Got it to the left elbow, and now player down on the floor in the lane as that pass came in, got tipped out of bounds. Everybody appears to be okay. And we'll have an inbound coming up here as the Lakers to keep it with 15 to shoot. Taylor to bring it in, baseline left. Bounces it in left of the key. Cannot see yet who has the ball. He's right behind an official. And now a foul called here as moving in was Devontae Hall making contact, and he'll get called for his first foul of the game. Hall his first and the team's second. And the Lakers to inbound near sideline of the hash mark. 18:08 for the quarter. It's a 3-2 Roosevelt lead. Here comes the inbound now from Dante Sawyer. Brought it out front to Devon Smith-Johnson. Now back again to Sawyer. Sawyer moving it around, picked it up left of the key. Off to the right side to Bowers, back to Sawyer. He'll crank up a long three, front rim and out, and the rebound goes to Purdue Northwest. Kyle Ross with a rebound there for the Pride. Up ahead into the front court is Hall. Has it wide right, free throw line extended. Pass back out to the timeline, sails into the seats across the way. It'll be Roosevelt with the ball back. Kevin Taylor was moving in toward the elbow. The ball went sailing over his head out of bounds far side. Here's Alante Eskew coming into the game now for the first time for Purdue Northwest.
Alante Eskew.
Eskew, the junior guard, 6'2" from Republic, Missouri. Another transfer from William Woods. So Roosevelt now with the ball in the forecourt here.
Dante Sawyer standing dribble out near the timeline. Fed it down to Bowers near the top of the center circle. Back now to Devon Smith-Johnson between the rings. He'll angle up to the right. Sends it over to the far side to West. He circles around from the far sideline all the way to the foul line. Fall-away jumper from there is right through for Mikey West. Good move there to the foul line by Mikey, and he buried the shot. Lakers the lead, 5-2. Into the front court now, here's Alante Askew. Brought it back out now wide left to Taylor, who fed it now top of the arc. Quick ball movement here now. Taylor with it back again. Hook pass low left. Little spin move into the lane, and then a turnaround shot blocked by Bowers, and the Lakers able to get it back. Kyle Ross tried to work it in deep there, get the shot away, and now Roosevelt with possession. Here's Taylor, stutter step into the lane, to the hoop, lays it up high off the glass, and then it went in and out, and the rebound cleared by Purdue Northwest. Defensive rebound there for Alante Askew. He'll bring it up the near sideline. Hands it off now near side to Garrett Clark. Clark has it to the hash mark. Brings it back out front now to Kyle Ross. Ross played it back wide right, and then a three ball off the left rim there by Askew, and the rebound goes to Roosevelt. Rebound went to Sawyer. Just as he went into the lane, had the ball knocked out of bounds over to the far side. Roosevelt to keep it with 24 to shoot, 16:35 for the half. Roosevelt a 5-2 lead here in the early going. Lakers to inbound far sideline. Free throw line extended. Taylor to bring it in for RU. Brought it in at the right point to Mikey West. West moves it off the left side around a Bowers screen. West, 2 passes later, he had it out front to Mikey. 2 passes later to Bowers. 2 passes back this way now to Mikey West. 10 to shoot. West fires up a 3, and he rattles it home. Does Mikey West. His first three-pointer of the game. Was about to say his first points, but he had a 2 earlier on, and the Lakers now with a lead by a score of 8-2. Askew brought it into the front court. Ross has it wide left. Hands it off on the come around. Driving into the lane, Clark. Fall-away jumper from the foul line is in for Garrett Clark. His first 2 of the game. Clark averages 7.4 on outing. And now it is an 8-4 Roosevelt lead. Mikey West out at the right point. Fires up a 3, left rim and out. One and done there is Kevin Taylor, the rebound for Purdue Northwest. 2 passes later, Askew from the corner for 3. Too strong off the right side of the rim. Rebound, saved out of bounds from going out of bounds nicely as the Bowers will bring it up the floor after Dante Sawyer was able to save that from going out. Here's Mikey West near sideline at the hash mark. Brought it back out now, left point. West wrapping it around for Bowers. Bowers full extension to reach out to grab that pass. Has it on the wing just beyond the arc. Played it out front now, 10 to shoot. Bowers, after a return pass, has it again. Wide left free throw line extended. Now to Sawyer near the timeline. Shot clock at 3. Sawyer pulls up, fires a 3. Rounded out as the shot clock expiring. And the rebound taken down by Kyle Ross for Purdue Northwest. Up ahead now, here is Alante Askew into the front court. Back to Ross, top of the arc. Fires it back in. Back cut here for Clark, and he laid it in.
Clark for 2.
So Garrett Clark makes it an 8-6 Roosevelt lead. Into the front court, here's Mikey West out high right. Hands it off far side to Smith-Johnson. Between the rings now, here's Amari Bowers. Bowers on the dribble. Ran into Askew, who knocked the ball away when sliding to the floor. And now Alante Askew would get called for a foul. It'll be his first of the game and the team's third.
Foul number 2.
And we'll have a time on the floor. 14:41 remaining in the first half. Time on the floor with a score. It's Roosevelt 8, Purdue Northwest 6. We'll take a break and return. You are tuned to Roosevelt University basketball.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Roosevelt in the early going of the game right now, 3 of 7 shooting. They've made 1 of 4 three-point attempts, while it is Purdue Northwest right now checking in at 2 of 8. And they have missed all 4 of their three-point shots, as it is an 8-6 Roosevelt lead. 14:41 to go here in this opening frame. Lakers now back out onto the court after Purdue Northwest had been out on the court for a little bit of time. And now we're ready to resume. It'll be Roosevelt ball out of the timeout. Kaleem Taylor will inbound far side near the hash mark.
Lakers ball.
And the shot clock set at 20 and we're back underway. Mikey West off the inbound, dribbles to the center circle. Guarded by Askew. West angles left, went around a loosely set screen by Devon Smith-Johnson. Now Devon has it, drives down the right edge of the lane, spins in the paint and lays it in with full extension with a left hand.
Basket, Lakers.
So the Lakers make it a 10-6 lead. Askew into the front court, right side around the Ross screen. Picked up the dribble, pass to the far side, nearly taken away by Bowers, but able to reel it in was Aiden Ashton. Back out high now to Clark, top of the key. Dribbles to the left elbow, jump pass in deep, and it'll be out of bounds to Roosevelt. I thought he was going to shoot the ball, and quite frankly, I think he would have been better off taking the shot, but he tried to pass it down low, and it wound up line driving out of bounds. It'll be Roosevelt with the ball back. So the Lakers now to move it all the way here from right to left, as they are in possession of a 10-6 lead. Mikey West will walk into the RU forecourt now. Griffin Yaklich into the game for the first time for Roosevelt as Amari Bowers takes a seat. Out between the rings with it now is West. Sends it over to the far side. Sawyer, I believe, with it. Send it now to the far corner. There's a drive along the right baseline. And brought back out now to West near the timeline. 7 to shoot. West on the drive. Pulled up left elbow. Fall away jumper from there is right through for Mikey West. That's 2 possessions Mikey has been able to save in the game in the early going. And it's now a 12-6 Roosevelt lead. Into the front court here. Pride moving it around the arc to the right side. Here's Askew with it. Free throw line extended. Got it in low right now to Ross. Wheels to the hoop. Had it tipped away. Went high into the air. And Devon Smith-Johnson able to come away with it here for the Lakers. Now bring it into the front court. Yaklich back to the near side to Smith-Johnson again. Out high left. Flips it back now to Mikey West. West on the move. Left of the key. He'll try another fall away. This time it will roll around and out. And the rebound taken down by Kyle Ross for Purdue Northwest. Up ahead now with it is Alante Askew. He'll bring it into the front court. Askew bounces it far side. Holding it there, that's going to be Ashton. Back around the arc to the right side now to Clark. He has it free throw line extended. Picked up the dribble. Top of the key to Ross. Back to the right side now. Ashton fade away for 3. Nothing but net there for Aiden Ashton. Ashton, his first points of the game. He averages 9 a game, and it's now a 12-9 ball game. Roosevelt the lead of the ball. Wrap around here, low right for Yaklich, right of the lane, picked up the dribble. Actually picked it up, then had a 2-bounce dribble. Now I'll bring it back out high to Mikey West. West has it between the circles. Moving in now, backpedaling a little bit here. Trying to get around his defender, pulled up at the top of the arc. Bounces it over to the far side to Devon Smith-Johnson. He picks up the dribble, hands it up now, and then after the handoff, a pull-up around and out for Sawyer. And the rebound taken down by Purdue Northwest. Juan Abdel Kareem just into the game, got his first defensive rebound for the Pride, and now Purdue Northwest operating in the front court. They can tie it with a 3. We're 8 minutes into the game. Right side with it, driving in Roch, right edge of the lane. Full extension with a running one-hander. Not quite a hook shot, but it falls regardless. Ross's first 2 of the game, and it's now a 1-point ball game. Roosevelt the lead at 12-11. Out high right now and into the forecourt with it. Here's Mikey West for the Lakers. Sends it wide right, looking around. Drive here right to the key by, I believe that was Taylor, out now to West, who buries an NBA distance 3. His second home run ball of the game. Roosevelt up now by 4 at 15-11. One of the better starts for the Lakers in recent games. Here comes Alante Askew into the front court. Directs the traffic here as he has it at the bottom of the center circle. Guarded by Sawyer. Moves right, cuts back around to the left side around a Ross screen. Now a long 3 ball left side that'll miss there for Abdel Kareem. Rebound offensively, though, as Askew has it back now for Purdue Northwest. Out high to Clark. Straight on 3 ball. Back rim and out. Rebound tipped out high. Loose to the timeline. And the Lakers able to get to it. Kaleem Taylor getting around a 1-on-2 situation in the paint. Fought away as he took a fall to the floor. No foul. It banked and missed. Clark got the rebound for Purdue Northwest. And the Pride bring it into the front court. Askew off to the right side now with it is Ashton. Driving in along the baseline into the lane. Off balance shot missed. Ashton got his own rebound. Dropped it back to Abdel Kareem, who misses the shot, but a foul called in deep. Foul will be called on Griffin Yaklich for the Lakers, his first of the game. And the team's second. We have a timeout on the floor. 10:43 remaining here in this first half. Timeout with a score. It is Roosevelt 15, Purdue Northwest 11. We'll pause and return. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
10:43 remains in this first half, so approaching the halfway point of this opening frame, and Roosevelt with a 15-11 lead. Purdue Northwest right now one of their last 4 shooting in this game, and they're one of their last 7 3-point shots. Roosevelt likewise 1 of 4 over their last 4 field goal attempts here in this opening half. Two teams now back out onto the floor. And we'll have free throws coming up now for Purdue Northwest.
At the line now for the Pride. Shooting 2, number 11.
So it'll be Abdel Kareem to the line now here for Purdue Northwest, and the first free throw is in. So Quad Abdel Kareem, one more on the way. Came into the game averaging 9.3 points a contest. Here's the second free throw, and that's in. So 2 in, and it's back to a 2-point lead for Roosevelt. Mason Kleinsmith is into the game now for the first time here for RU. And he will not have the ball. It's Yaklich now lobbing it into the front court to Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith, the 5'10 sophomore from Madison, Wisconsin. Well, heavy collision down under the basket as the Lakers try to lob it in deep, and a travel will be called here. And it'll be Purdue Northwest with the ball back. So the Pride can tie or perhaps take the lead with a 3. If they do take the lead with a 3 ball, it would be their second made 3 of the game, as right now they're being shown as 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. Here's Alante Askew into the front court. Brought it to the near side now to Taylor. Around the arc, back out high now. Left with it is Askew again. Shot clock is already down to 10. They fired around the arc. Wide open from the right side, and a 3 will miss for Taylor. And Hamari Bowers skies for the Roosevelt rebound. Mason Kleinsmith will bring it into the forecourt here now for RU. Leans over the dribble, moves it left around to Bowers' screen, picked it up. Now Bowers has it between the circles, hesitates, drives to the right elbow, wheels his way down and deep, head fake on a double team, puts it up with a left hand. Back rim and out, rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Purdue Northwest with the ball back. Great effort there for Bowers, but not able to get the ball to fall. And so now Purdue Northwest to move it the length of the floor, left to right. And have a substitution coming into the game now for Purdue Northwest, I believe.
The out-of-bounds call on the Lakers is under review.
And we have a review going on right now. Our first of the game is 9:45 remaining in the first half. 15-13 in favor of Roosevelt. Just about to say it appeared as if for Purdue Northwest it was going to be Andres Ariano coming into the game. Ariano coming into the game for Purdue Northwest. He's a senior forward from Aurora, Colorado. Transfer from Francis Marion University. So we await the decision on the review. The officials right here below us. We are set up here, the broadcast position in the short set of bleachers just behind the scores table, as they take a look at the tablet here. Lakers back in action Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. on the road at Wayne State. You'll be able to watch that game on Flow College. Now the officials will step away from the scorer's table and discuss. Roosevelt will then be back home next Thursday night, a week from tonight, against Davenport University. All right, the review is over. The officials have made the decision. As we're just past the halfway point of the first half.
At the review, ruling on the court stands, Pride, ball.
So it'll be Purdue Northwest holding on to possession of the ball as the call was confirmed to give the Pride the basketball, and they'll bring it up against defensive pressure in the backcourt here by Roosevelt. Here's Askew up the far sideline and into the front court for the Pride. Brought it out now to Taylor near the center circle. Back again now to Askew. Near side Taylor. Around the arc now to the left point. Askew with it again. Shot clock down to 11. There's a line drive pass in the lane, then spinning to the hoop, and a layup will miss here for Pat Robinson, just into the game for Purdue Northwest, but he was able to draw the foul. And I believe it'll be on Griffin Yaklich. Yes. That'll be his second of the game. Team's third. And it'll be Pat Robinson to the line here for Purdue Northwest. Robinson averages 4.3 a game. First free throw here is good for Robinson. He's a junior, 6'4", from Oswego, Illinois. Last played at Waubonsee Community College. Devon Smith-Johnson back into the game now here for Roosevelt. Robinson, another one on the way. And he can tie the game. And he does. So we're all leaving at 15 here, 9:22 for the half. And into the front court now. Here's Mason Kleinsmith against tight pressure, then now backed off a little bit. Kleinsmith now guarded one-on-one by Taylor in the front court for the Lakers. Kleinsmith has it out high left, picked up the dribble, lobbed it for Smith-Johnson. Ball was nearly knocked away, but Devon Smith-Johnson got it right back. He's under pressure. Got out of that by passing into the near hash mark now to Dante Sawyer. Drives into the lane, and contact, and an offensive foul here called. It'll be on Dante Sawyer, his first, and the team's fourth, and it'll be Purdue Northwest with the basketball back, and a chance to retake the lead. And now, after two passes up the far sideline, Taylor puts it on the floor, brought it across the timeline. Now back out high with it is Alante Askew. Around to the near side, right to the point. Arenado had it. Dropped it back, little head fake, and then a lay-in attempt is in. Good play there as Pat Robinson drove to the hoop, put on a little head fake, and then dropped it in off the glass. 17-15, Lakers now trail by 2. Here's Kleinsmith into the RU front court. Has it near point, guarded here by Ariano. Picked up the dribble, lobbed it down to the foul line, then a turnaround right-hander, misses at the foul line, got shielded there. I think it was Smith-Johnson on the shot. Rebound went to Purdue Northwest. And on the drive in from the right, Taylor, I thought he was going to take it to the hoop, brought it back out high, and then a three ball misses there, and the rebound goes to Roosevelt after the miss there by Abdel Karim. It'll be Roosevelt basketball. Here's Kleinsmith at the center circle now with it for Roosevelt. 8 minutes to go in the half. Kleinsmith dribbles it toward the near sideline. Hands it off on the come around to Hamari Bowers. Back out to the timeline and holding it out high right now. Devon Smith-Johnson picked up the dribble, gave it back to, as here's Smith-Johnson with it now rather, as he took the pass there from Kobe Reed, who's just into the ball game. Here's Kleinsmith, top of the key, takes the shot, and he hits it just as the shot clock expires. So Mason Kleinsmith buries the shot for his first points of the game, and it's now a 17-17 tie. Here's Alante Askew into the front court. Long lob to the far corner, but no shot available here. Still with it is Ariano. Dribbles into the lane, fed it up ahead, and then a lean-in shot goes in from Pat Robinson. He has 6, and Purdue Northwest back up by a pair at 19-17. Up ahead and into the front court now, Mason Kleinsmith angles to the right. Moves it around a double screen a little bit to the left side, still has it. Sends it over now out high right. Coming up on 7 minutes remaining in the half. Out front with it is Reed, left side to Kleinsmith. Fed it into the corner to Bowers, who caught the ball that appears to call, yep, he caught it out of bounds. It'll be Purdue Northwest with the ball back, and we have a timeout on the floor. 7:01 remaining in the half. Timeout on the floor with a score. It is Purdue Northwest 19, Roosevelt 17. We'll take a break and come back. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
the court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Well, right now, a little numerical juxtaposition as far as the shooting stats go. Roosevelt right now at 7 of 16, while Purdue Northwest is at 6 of 17. And right now, Purdue Northwest with a 19-17 lead. The Lakers have led by as many as 6 points in this game in the early going. That was at the 13-11 mark remaining in the first half. And the largest lead right now for Purdue Northwest has been, or is right now, the lead they have at 2. 2 lead changes, 3 ties here in the early going, and we're ready to resume. As Garrett Clark back in, will inbound it near sideline now for Purdue Northwest. Up ahead now, here's Alante Askew into the front court for the Purdue Northwest Pride. Looking to go 500 overall for the season. Lakers still in search of their second win and first conference win of the year. Askew with it out high left. Got it up top of the key now. Driving in from there, Robinson all the way to the hoop. Lays it up. That's rejected out of bounds, and Purdue Northwest to keep it. Good play to slide over there. I think it was Devon Smith-Johnson on the block. And it'll be Askew to inbound with 8 to shoot here for Purdue Northwest. Here comes the inbound, brought into Clark, right side, fakes a 3, and he caught it out of bounds. And it'll be Roosevelt with the ball back. That's twice that's happened, 1 for each team. Let's see if the Lakers now can take advantage of the turnover. They can tie with a 2 and retake the lead with a 3 ball. Lakers to inbound near sideline at 3-quarter court. Mikey West brought it in and now has it back. Lobbed it up ahead now. Just in front of us, Dante Sawyer lobs it over to the far side, and it goes out of bounds into the seats. So the Lakers turn the ball right back over, and Purdue Northwest to get it back. Pride with a 2-point lead at possession. Inbound to Askew. He'll bring it into the front court. And he has it back again. Now they work it around low left, wrap around in here, left of the lane. And a drop back and driving down the paint. Short shot will be in for Kevin Taylor, who came in from around the top of the key, took a hook pass in the lane, and went all the way to the hoop for the 2. 21-17. Purdue Northwest by 4. Mikey West, left edge of the center circle in the forecourt. Smith-Johnson tried to set the screen, and now West will hit a straightaway 3 from long distance. Mikey, his 3rd 3-ball of the first half. That draws the Lakers back to within 1 at 21-20. Askew into the front court now, near side right for Purdue Northwest. 3 passes later, top of the arc with it now is Aiden Ashton. Backed it up beyond the arc left side. Up high now, little hesitation by Ross. Back now to Askew, who fakes a 3, 10 to shoot. Askew, the drive, right elbow. Flipped it wide left. Driving in from there is Ashton. Hesitates, now launches a shot left of the lane, and it goes in. That was a tough shot there, a lot of defensive pressure. That was not a bad defensive set by Roosevelt, but Purdue Northwest got the 2 anyway. They're up 23-20. Lakers operating in the front court, coming up on 5 minutes remaining in the half. Sawyer spins it now to the right corner, and a 3-ball from there will be around and out. And the rebound goes to Purdue Northwest. Kaleem Taylor on the miss. Pride with the ball in the front court. Back wide right with it now. Here's Ashton beyond the arc. Got it to Ross. Now on the wing again. Here's Taylor. Put it to the right elbow. Out high to Clark. Fakes a 3. Into the lane. Lean-in shot from about 6. Banks is going to be no good. Rebound in the lane, and then a whistle. Got a foul here, and it'll be on Kaleem Taylor, I believe. Yep, that'll be his first. And the team's 5th. Free throws coming up now for Kyle Ross. Pride's leading scorer at 14.8 a game. He's at 62.7% from the free throw line. Free throw here is around and out.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 23,
Griffin Yaklich now checking back into the game for Roosevelt. 4:45 for the half, 23-20 in favor of Purdue Northwest. Second free throw in the air, a line drive, and it's good. So Ross hits the second of the two, 24-20 in favor of Purdue Northwest. Three-quarter court pressure defensively by the Pride. Lakers will try to bring it into the front court. Cross-court pass came to the near sideline to Sawyer. Into the forecourt he goes, and now dropped it back to Mikey West. He'll direct a little traffic. Has it left edge of the center circle. Shot clock now is down under 10. West picked it up out high right, still looking around. Hands it off to Yaklich. 5 on the clock. Yaklich one hands it now to the left side to Bowers. He'll have to take a three as the clock expires, and he hit it dead center. Amari Bowers averages 16 a game. His first three there. Roosevelt back to within one at 24-23. Into the forecourt, here's Devontae Hall. Circles around to the right side, tracing the arc. Brought it back now to his left to the top of the key to Clark. He'll swing it now wide left on the wing to Taylor. Taylor pulled up left baseline. Brought it back out now wide left again, driving in, outrunning the dribble, then getting it back as Ashton. Now to Clark. Fed it here to Ross, left elbow, 7 to shoot. Ross trying to back into the lane. Backs in on Bowers, turn around with the right hand, off the back rim and out, and Roosevelt able to get the defensive rebound. Lakers will bring it into the front court. And they're working around to the right elbow, a little spin move there, and then a 15-footer is in. So Sawyer got the rebound, went coast to coast, and made the shot at the other end. And a quick possession here as Ashton for Purdue Northwest misses a three from the right. Rebound to Bowers. He brings it to the far sideline, and he takes a fall as it went out of bounds. And Amari Bowers is slow getting up.
Media timeout.
We've got a media timeout. And we'll take a break as 3:15 remains here. And Bowers back on his feet. Very happy to see that. And we have a timeout on the floor. 3:15 to go in the half. Timeout with a score. It is Roosevelt 25, Purdue Northwest 24. We'll take a break and come back. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Good ball game here. Roosevelt right now in a 1-point lead, 25-24, heading to the latter stages of this first half. Lakers taking advantage of some subpar shooting here for Purdue Northwest. They're 8 of 23 in this game. While Roosevelt right now, right even at 50%, 10 of 20 from the floor. So after the timeout, we'll have Purdue Northwest inbounding the ball far side of three-quarter court as Garrett Clark will bring it in. Brought it in to Devontae Hall. He's into the forecourt. One hands it now wide left, then they'll bring it out high to the top of the arc. Then a long bounce pass, baseline right. That came from the top of the key from Ross, intended for Taylor, who was about 5 feet away from the ball on the near right baseline. It bounded out of bounds. It'll be Roosevelt with the ball back. 3:05 for the half. Inbound to the near side now to Mikey West. Up ahead now to Griffin Yaklich. And Griffin will bring it into the forecourt. Picked up at the timeline defensively by Kevin Taylor. Yaklich near side. Against Taylor again after a very brief defensive switch. Yaklich into the free throw lane. Feeds it wide right to Bowers. Barrels in now, baseline right, then kicked it out to West left side. Shot clock at 9. West backpedals along the near sideline, has it to the hash mark. West pulls up, takes the three, and is short. And the rebound into the hands of Kevin Taylor. Pride in transition, fed up ahead, and the in from the right. Tossing up a wild shot, Pat Robinson, and he's able to draw the foul. This one will be on Mikey West, his first.
Mikey West, his first, team's sixth.
And the team's sixth.
Number 15, Pat Robinson.
And so now Pat Robinson to the line for Purdue Northwest.
Shooting 2.
Robinson 2 for 2 from the line tonight, shooting a pair here. First one is in.
Free throw 1 of 2 is good.
Robinson, another one coming up. For the moment, we're all tied at 25, 2:32 for the half. Here's the second one. That's in.
Free throw 2 of 2 is good.
So Robinson gives the Pride the lead back again at 26-25. Griffin Yaklich, the walk up the near sideline and into the front court for the Lakers. Contact here right after he brought it across the line. And it'll be a foul here, it looks like, on Devontae Hall. Is there a foul? Let's see here.
Lakers ball.
Oh, it'll be the Lakers to inbound near side. Actually, yet they did put up a foul on the board on Hall. That will be his second and the team's fourth. It's not announced on the public address, but the foul apparently was called. Here's Devon Smith-Johnson out between the circles now. Hands it off to Mikey West on the come around. Brought it to the near side to Bowers. 7 on the shot clock. Back out front to West. Hesitates. Drives down the lane. Floater. Banks high off the glass and missed. Clark had the initial rebound, then lost it out of bounds. Roosevelt to get it back. Although I don't believe ever had it full possession as the shot clock never reset. And it right now is at 2 as the first shot never hit the rim. Here comes the inbound now, left baseline for the Lakers. Ball brought into Bowers, and he takes the shot, 16-footer in the free throw circle. Banked and missed, it would have counted. Rebound to Devontae Hall for Purdue Northwest. He'll bring it into the front court. Hesitates, goes right edge of the lane. Head fakes twice, spins, still with it. Now he brought it back out high. Faking a 3, Robinson. Drives in left of the lane. Fed it to Clark, underhand pass back to Robinson, then back out high. Here's Devontae Hall with it. At the center circle, at the free throw circle rather, backed it up. Wide left down up Clark, 9 on the shot clock. Clark backing into the lane, nearly traveled, brought it back out front to Taylor. He drives to the foul line, back out high to Clark, 2 to shoot. Clark with a 3 and it's in. Oh wow, what a possession there. And it finishes with a 3 ball from Clark. That gives him 7. It bumps the Purdue Northwest lead now to 29-25. Yaklich into the front court, brought it near point now. Here is Dante Sawyer, steps back, 18-footer, short, that would have been for 2, and the rebound taken down by Kevin Taylor. Up the near sideline now and into the front court, here's Hall with it. Hall hesitates, dribbles to the top of the three-point line. Steps back, steps inside the line again, now drives into the lane, 1 minute for the half. Pass back out front, and here's a 3 ball. A little bit long there for Robinson, rebound long in the lane, and Roosevelt gets possession. Devon Smith-Johnson with a defensive rebound for the Lakers. Here's Mikey West now out high left. Spins his way to the left elbow. Hook pass now wide right, and the catch and shoot 3 will be in dead center. Got shielded on the view. And that, I believe, came from Dante Sawyer. A 3 ball goes in, and we have a timeout on the floor now. 36 seconds remaining here in this first half. It's a 30, so we'll stay here. And right now, a 1-point lead for Purdue Northwest at 29-28. Roosevelt able to come back nicely on that 3-pointer that was, in fact, by Dante Sawyer. Dante now with 6 points this evening. And correction here, looks like he might be being shown with 8. And he is. So Sawyer has 8 is in my scorebook. I have a 2 that I did not give him credit for. So Sawyer does have 8 points. And Mikey West right now leading the way with 13 in the game for Roosevelt. 36 seconds to go in the half. Lakers out onto the floor. And now Purdue Northwest will follow. Well, a back and forth game of late. Lakers had some early momentum, able to build up a modest 6-point lead, but we've been going back and forth these last few moments of the half.
5 balls.
All right, so Purdue Northwest with the ball out of the timeout. Clark to inbound, and as he brings it into Alante Askew, who's back into the game now for Purdue Northwest. Askew will walk it into the front court. Leans over the dribble right in the middle of the floor. Guarded by Mikey West. The shot clock is operating. It is 8 ahead of that, make it 6 ahead of the game clock. Askew has it to the center circle. Shot clock at 12, game clock at 18. Askew has it wide left just beyond the arc. Bounces it out, top of the key now. With it is Robinson. He'll barrel his way into the lane. Spins in the paint. Head fakes twice. Spins again. Turnaround shot goes in. Pat Robinson determined to get the shot away, and he got it to fall. Lakers down 3 final seconds. Half-court shot by Mikey West, banks high off the glass, and we come to the end of the first half. Your score here at the end of the first 20. Again, a tight ball game, 3-point advantage for Purdue Northwest. As your score, Purdue Northwest 31, Roosevelt 28. We'll step aside for about the next 10 minutes or so, and then when we come back, we'll have our first half scoring recap and second half play-by-play. Again, at the break, it is Purdue Northwest up 3 at 31-28. We'll see you on the other side of our halftime break. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. You get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome you back live to Hammond, Indiana, as we get ready to go for the second half of this evening's ball game. Close ball game right now. Purdue Northwest with a lead by a score of 31-28. Let's take a look now at first half scoring stats for this contest. And for Purdue Northwest right now, their leading scorer is Pat Robinson off the bench with 10 points in this contest. Rest of the scoring as Garrett Clark, runner-up with 7 points. It's Aiden Ashton with 5, then 4 in the game for Kevin Taylor, and then wrapping it up, 3 for Kyle Ross, and then 2 points in this game for Quat Abdul Karim. Askew, Arellano, and Hall have all played but not scored for Purdue Northwest. For the Roosevelt University Lakers right now, the leading scorer is Mikey West, behind some hot three-point shooting in the first half. He has 13 points tonight. Then it's Dante Sawyer with 8, followed by Hamari Bowers with 3, and then Devon Smith-Johnson, and then Mason Kleinsmith with 2. Griffin Yaklich and Kobe Reed have both played but not scored for the Lakers. Shooting stats in this game. Roosevelt right now 11 of 25, 44%. They're 5 of 10 from three-point range, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. And for Purdue Northwest right now, they are 10 of 26 shooting. That's good for a 38.5% clip. They're at 2 of 12 from three-point range, and they've made 9 of 10 free throws. Rebounding in this game thus far, an 18-12 advantage for Purdue Northwest. Turnovers, 6 for the Lakers to 5 for Purdue Northwest. Two teams back out on the floor going through their warm-ups. And we'll take one more timeout before we come back for the second half of tonight's game. Again, your score here at the break, it is a 31-28 lead for Purdue Northwest over the Roosevelt Lakers. Take a break and return to Hammond, Indiana. After this timeout, this is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
All right, back here at the Athletics and Fitness Center on the campus of Purdue University Northwest in Hammond, Indiana, as we get ready to go for the second half of this evening's ball game. And Roosevelt trailing by 3 at 31-28. Heading here to half number 2 as the two teams out onto the floor. And it will be Roosevelt in the second half going as we look at it from our left to right. And Purdue Northwest right to left. And it looks like it'll be Roosevelt to open up the second half of the game with the ball. And the Lakers will indeed inbound far side. Right at the timeline, and we're back and underway here for half number 2. Should be a good second half in this game. It's off the inbound. Kaleem Taylor now will bring it into the front court. Picked up at the timeline there defensively by Garrett Clark. He circles around as Taylor to the right. Jump pass through the lane. Now they bring it back out high to Mikey West. Mikey West is straight on 3, will miss. And the rebound cleared to the near side by Aiden Ashton. And he'll bring it into the front court. Gave it up now, and with it here is going to be Alante Askew. Played it to Ross, near side, handoff back to Askew. He's open, hesitates, takes the 3, front rim and out, and the rebound goes to Roosevelt. Lakers back the other way after the defensive rebound. And into the front court there was Taylor after he got the rebound off to the right of the key now. Give it back up to Mikey West. Back now to Kaleem Taylor. He hands it off far sideline, then a pass here left of the key. Shot clock now down to 12. Here's a drive into the lane, little spin move. Devon Smith-Johnson spun around 1.5 times, then hit a little left-hand mini jump hook for the shot. So now Roosevelt back to within 1 at 31-30. Here's Askew left of the lane, bounces it now to the left elbow. I'm trying to compute the degrees on that 1.5 spin move just now in my brain. Low left is Ross, back out high to Askew, feeds it to the right side. And then a drive into the lane and a lean-in shot will miss. Rebound tipped around. Ross got it back, spins down low and then drops it in. The initial miss there was by Aiden Ashton, but then Ross got it back, spun and dropped it in. He has 5. And the lead for Purdue Northwest now at 33-30. Lakers operating in the front court. Mikey West wheels into the lane from the left elbow, tosses it up. Never really had a chance, and the rebound cleared by Kyle Ross. That ball went into the air, was directed toward the backboard a little bit. It glanced the backboard, and then Purdue Northwest with a rebound. At the other end of the floor, a 3-pointer from the left side is in for Kevin Taylor, meanwhile. That gives him 7. Momentum here for Purdue Northwest now. Their lead is at 6 at 36-30. Mikey West into the front court, and now D. Brown wants to take a timeout. 17:54 remaining in the second half. Timeout on the floor with a score. It is Purdue Northwest 36, Roosevelt 30. We'll take a break and return. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
All right, so 17:54 remains in the second half. And it is a 36-30 lead here for Purdue Northwest. Kevin Taylor had the last three for Purdue Northwest, and for a minute there, my memory wasn't sure whether I had that correct memory-wise just now, but I look on my scorebook and it was Kevin Taylor who hit the three, and I did call it correctly. Anyway, 17:54 remaining in the second half, 36-30, so D. Brown, I think a good timeout there as the opposition getting a little bit of momentum.
Lakers ball.
See if the Lakers can have a little bit of a reset here as 25 is on the shot clock. Dante Sawyer to inbound in front of his own bench, and we're back underway. Kaleem Taylor has it out near the center circle now. Guarded by Clark. Back to Sawyer, fired it down low right to Devon Smith-Johnson. Went up, came down. No travel was called there. Back to Taylor. Hook pass now wide left to Bowers. Fakes, drives in left baseline. Ran into a little bit of a double team there. Tried to pass it back, and as the ball was en route out right on a bounce, it was a bounce pass right when the ball hit the floor. We had a whistle. Got a foul here. It'll be on Aiden Ashton for Purdue Northwest.
Team's first.
His first and the team's first. And we'll have an inbound coming in. Left baseline for the Lakers of Roosevelt. Shot clock was set to 20 when they inbounded the ball. Devon Smith-Johnson has it out between the circles. Angles a little bit to the left side. Sends it now far sideline. With it there, Mikey West. Dribbles, straddles the three-point line. Drives in now left of the lane. Spun it back out high. And then a straight on three will miss for Sawyer, who took some contact after the shot. No foul was called. And Kyle Ross pulled down the defensive rebound for Purdue Northwest. Up ahead now, Askew into the front court. Sends it far side to Taylor, drives into the lane, spin, jump hook in the paint, in on a real nice move in the lane by Kevin Taylor for the deuce. He has 9 in the ball game, 5 in the second half, 38-30, Lakers facing their largest deficit of the game. Mikey West up the near sideline and into the front court, played it out now between the rings. Now to Devon Smith-Johnson. Back to Dante Sawyer, behind the back dribble, shot clock at 10. Right now, kind of a slow motion possession for the Lakers. Mikey West pulls up. His defender fell down, and Mikey West able to cash in as he buries the three. Well, on that play, Askew was defending Mikey, and he fell down, and that left Mikey West wide open, and he nailed the three-pointer. So now it's a 38-33 ball game in favor of Purdue Northwest. Askew out high left. Had thoughts of a three, brought it back out instead on a pass between the circles. They'll bring it back now wide left to Askew again. He has it out high left of the key beyond the arc. Now they work it in two passes. Clark to Ross, back out front to Askew. He's open for the three, and he drains it. Askew, his first points of the game. And that makes it a 41-33 Purdue Northwest lead. Mikey West near sideline into the front court, guarded again by Alante Askew. Moves it left around to Kaleem Taylor's screen. Now Kaleem has it near sideline near the hash mark. Walks it off to the right a few steps. Now they bring it back out front. Powers gave it back up to Sawyer, wheels his way into the lane, laid it in on a great move to the basket there by Dante Sawyer. Wow. He has 10. Back the other way, a lean-in shot right away goes in for Kevin Taylor. Count the hoop and a foul called. Taylor to the line for a three-point play opportunity. So on this exchange, Purdue Northwest a chance to extend their lead by 1. Foul here on Kaleem Taylor for the Lakers. His second, team's first, and we have a timeout on the floor. 15:35 to go in the second half. Purdue Northwest the 8-point lead at 43-35. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
15:35 left in regulation time, and now Purdue Northwest has been able to move out to a little bit of a cushion here. They lead at 43-35 in this game. We've had 4 lead changes, 4 ties here tonight. Lakers have led by as many as 6. That was relatively early at 12-6. And the lead right now, the largest of the game for the Pride, at 8 points at 43-35. The Lakers now just breaking up their huddle around head coach Dee Brown. Lakers will be back at it on Saturday afternoon at Wayne State. It'll be a 2 p.m. Central Time tip-off. You'll be able to watch that game live streaming from our video streaming platform, Flow College. Back to the game here, and Kevin Taylor to the line now for the three-point play opportunity. Kaleem Taylor, again the foul before the break. Free throw in the air and in. So Taylor drains the free throw. 9-point lead now at 44-35. Almost a half-court trap there, but then Askew backed away from that, and the Lakers able to bring it into the front court. And a cross-court pass to the near side from Yaklich to the near sideline to Mikey West. West guarded by Askew now. A little bit of a defensive switch. Back over to the far side to Yaklich. Back again to West out high right. Shot clock 7. West moving in left side around a tough screen there set by Yaklich. A 3-ball will miss from Mikey West. Rebound cleared by Kevin Taylor, but right as he went up for the ball, the whistle. Taylor got called for a foul. His second, team second. And Roosevelt to inbound right baseline. Here comes the inbound. Over the shoulder catch made by Devon Smith-Johnson for Roosevelt. Works it in through a little bit of an elbow on Pat Robinson. Game goes on. Dante Sawyer, top of the three-point line. Drives in left edge of the lane. Took a hard elbow there in deep, and a foul will be called here on Pat Robinson. His first, team's third. And now Roosevelt to inbound with the shot clock set at 20. And the inbound came in under the hoop here to the right. Came into top of the key to Hamari Bowers. Now with it is Dante Sawyer. Again, throwing a little bit of an elbow, this time on Clark. Deals it out high left now to Yaklich. Griffin drives into the lane, spins on a double team, brought it back out front to West. He drives in left of the lane, double pumper here, misses. Well, short, but he was able to draw the foul. Mikey West to the line to shoot 2 here. It should be for the Lakers. Alante Askew the foul, his second, team's fourth. Mikey West to the foul line for the Lakers. This will be his first free throw try of the game. He's 14 of 15 from the line this season. Free throw is in. West now with 17 in this game. And he drains the second free throw. West had 13 at the break. 44-37. Purdue Northwest the lead by a TD and an extra point here as they bring it into the front court. A little bit of a mini weave. Now Askew has it out between the circles. Angles a little bit to the right. Top of the key now to Clark. Clark hesitating into the lane, and he laid it in. Clark was on the precipice there of turning it over. He looked like he was really hesitant, then took it through a double team and got the lay-in. Mikey West into the front court. Lakers trailing at 46-37. Out high, Griffin Yaklich wheels down to the right elbow. Fires it wide right. Catch and shoot 3 from West is in. So the Lakers able to draw right back after the 3 by Mikey West. Askew at the other end. Left elbow jumper misses. Hamari Bowers the quick rebound for the Lakers. Outlet into the front court. So now it's a 46-40 ball game. Lakers with that last 3 back to within 2 possessions. 13:45 remaining in the second half. Mikey West out high right in the forecourt. West guarded here by Kevin Taylor. West brought it up now to the near sideline. Shot clock at a dozen. Out front now with it between the rings. Bowers hops in toward the free throw circle. Lost it off his foot. Got help. He got help here from Devon Smith-Johnson. Then up top, a 3-ball goes in. So a 3, I believe that came from Griffin Yaklich as I was shielding on the view. It would be his first points of the game. Either way, it's a 46-43 lead for Purdue Northwest. Top of the arc with it now, Pat Robinson in the forecourt. Alante Askew with it left side. Fakes a 3. Out front now to Clark. Shot clock at 12. Clark now right of the lane. With it here is going to be Pat Robinson. Tried to spin a pass ahead. Lakers able to get the steal. They'll bring it back the other way. Good defensive stop here for the Lakers. Let's see if they can get points off the turnover. Bowers backing in left baseline. Spins. Try to get around the defender, and then eventually he does travel. He came close to keeping that pivot foot down, but his momentum took him for a little bit too much. And it'll be Purdue Northwest with the ball back. And that last field goal was from Mikey West. He is closing in on a career high of 30 points in this game. Off the left side with it in the front court for Purdue Northwest. Here's Askew. Send it wide left, return pass to Askew. Misses the three off the right side of the rim. Rebound down low. And a follow-up that's blocked from behind. Getting it back is Ross after Kevin Taylor had it blocked from behind. It went flying off the glass into Ross's hands, and then a foul called and a lot of contact down low. It'll be Hamari Bowers with a foul. His second and the team's second. So now going to the line here will be Kyle Ross for Purdue Northwest. Ross is 1 for 2 from the line in this ball game. 12:28 to go in the second half. Free throw is in here by Ross. He has another one coming up. That gives him 6 points in the game. 47-43, a tenuous 4-point lead here for Purdue Northwest. Here's the second one. Line drive, and it's good. Not a lot of arc to that ball, but it gets home anyway. 48-43, Lakers down 5 into the front court. Mikey West near side right. Moves it out now toward the area between the circles. Played it over to the far side. With it is Dante Sawyer. Back off to the right side again to West. West moving in, pulls up, takes a three. Front rim, and then it went straight into the air and fell through. Oh, when it hit the front of the rim, I thought for sure that it would come back beyond the, it went up into the air, and I thought it would come down beyond the front of the rim, but it went through. So a 48-46 ball game now. Askew into the front court. Played it now wide right. Free throw line extended with it is Taylor. Gave it up now to Ross. Hands it off to Ashton. He drives in now right of the lane. Aiden Ashton brought it back up top. 7 to shoot. Now way out high right. A three-pointer that'll bank and miss there for Ashton. And on the rebound, a whistle. Rebound went to the far side. And this call, it looks like, will go Roosevelt's way. So it'll be Roosevelt ball, and we have immediate timeout. 11:38 to go in the second half. Timeout on the floor. Tight game. It's Purdue Northwest by a pair at 48-46. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Fuad Abdel Kareem is back into the game. Actually, he was in before the last time out for Purdue Northwest. As we come out of the break, 2-point ball game, 48-46, Purdue Northwest with the lead. And Roosevelt out of the timeout. We'll move it all the way left to right. Dante Sawyer will bring it in for RU. Lots of basketball left to be played in this game. Mikey West, the walk into the front court here for Roosevelt, guarded by Alante Askew. West leans over the dribble with the right hand on the dribble. One hands it to the near side now. Devon Smith-Johnson fakes a three, drives in on Ross. Little lead-in shot goes in for Devon Smith-Johnson. Nice move to the basket there. He has 6, and we're even at 48. Askew up the near side and into the Purdue Northwest front court. Dribbles near the top of the key, sends it to the near side to Ashton. Wrap around here, low left, and it goes out of bounds. Unforced error there. That was a little bit beyond the reach of Kyle Ross. It went out baseline left. It'll be Roosevelt with possession back. So a chance for the Lakers now to retake the lead. Mikey West angling left into the front court here for RU. Guarded again by Askew. West standing dribble out now between the circles. Still holding. Defensive switch here now is moving up. It's going to be Taylor to apply the defensive pressure. Now wide left. I believe this will be Dante Sawyer with a turnaround fall away. Left baseline will rim out. Battle for the rebound. And getting to it, Kyle Ross for Purdue Northwest. Here's Askew now into the front court for the Pride. Moves it left side. Abdel Kareem had it. They run a little bit of a mini weave. Here's Ashton into the lane. Abdel Kareem from the left corner for 3, and he drains it. Quat Abdel Kareem hits the home run ball from the left corner. That gives him 5. That was his first field goal of the game, and it's now a 51-48 Purdue Northwest lead. Mikey West down high right. Runs through an elbow rather there on Ashton. No call. He got separation with that, and he was able to hit the shot. That came from the left of the key for West. He has 29, 51-50 in favor of Purdue Northwest. Low left, Ross in the Pride front court. Out front now, and then a straightaway 3. Line driving it home once again is Quat Abdel Kareem. He hits 2 threes in succession. 54-50, under 10 remaining in the game. Mikey West near side, Lakers trailing by 4. West through a double team. Drops it down low, and then Sawyer rainbowed one and missed, but a follow-up tip is there. So Griffin Yaklich with a follow-up to bring the ball game back to within a 2-point difference, and now a whistle as the Pride bringing it up the floor far side. I think Griffin Yaklich might have taken some contact. We had a foul called on that sequence on Griffin as well.
Laker foul.
He comes out.
Number 23, Griffin Yaklich.
Yaklich is third,
third,
and the team's third.
Pride ball.
And now it will be Quat Abdel Kareem to inbound the ball far sideline near the hash mark for Purdue Northwest. 54-52, Purdue Northwest the lead. Lob came in on the inbound to the backcourt side of the timeline, and then Askew into the forecourt. Has it left of the key. Abdel Kareem with it now wide right, free throw line extended. Gave it to Clark. Back out front now with it is Ross. Hands it off again now to Askew. Wrap around low left to Ross. He'll back into the lane, spins twice, puts it up and banks it in. Kyle Ross, the power move to the hoop, down low left, and a 4-point lead now for Purdue Northwest. Mikey West into the front court here for the Lakers. Hands it off near side to Sawyer. Out high to Hamari Bowers between the circles. Fed it in down low to Sawyer. Touch pass to the far corner, and then the 3 came up short for Taylor. Rebound underneath, and that is cleared by Kyle Ross. Purdue Northwest with the ball back. Into the front court now. Here's Askew. Fires it left corner. Abdel Kareem had the hot hand from 3. Tries again. Misses it off the back of the rim. Ross the rebound in the lane. Puts it up short, but a foul called in the paint. Free throws coming up for Purdue Northwest. Foul will be called here. It'll be on Dante Sawyer for the Lakers. That'll be his second and the team's 4th. 8:44 for regulation. Lakers trying to stay close here, as it'll be now Kyle Ross to the line for Purdue Northwest. He missed his first from the line, has since made 3 straight from the charity stripe. Free throw here is in the air, back rim and out.
For the Pride, number 1.
One more on the way now for Ross. Best he can do is give his team a 5-point advantage. Second free throw is imminent, and it is in.
Free throw 2 of 2 is good.
So it's a 57-52 lead for Purdue Northwest. Dante Sawyer at the controls on the move into the front court. Has it out between the circles, angles a little bit to the right. Now he came back around to the left side a little bit. Guarded there by Clark. Bounce pass left of the lane to Bowers. Bowers hesitates, drives into the lane. Head fake, spins, left-handed shot, dances around the rim and in for Hamari Bowers. He has 5. Those were his first 2 points of the second half. Roosevelt back to within 3 at 57-54. In from the right, a drive to the hoop. And a lay-in goes in. That makes it a 59-54 ball game. So Purdue Northwest answering right back after the Hamari Bowers hook shot. want to confirm who made that. Anyway, the Lakers had the ball under the front court, top of the key with it is West down the lane. Dishes it wide right. They bring it back to Bowers right of the key. His shot is going to be blocked by Devontae Hall. Lakers got it back. Feed down low to Bowers, who lays it in. Well, Devontae Hall had the previous layup for Purdue Northwest, but now Hamari Bowers is able to get right back a ball into the basket, and it's now a 59-56 Purdue Northwest lead. Out high with it, falling to one knee, but maintaining the dribble there was Clark. Now Abdel Karim into the lane, spins, bounces it down low to Ross. Turnaround, fought away, off the front of the rim and out. Hamari Bowers, the Roosevelt rebound. Lakers a chance to come to within one or maybe tie the game with a three. Up the near side, Mikey West into the forecourt. Backed it up now to the right point. Guarded by Abdel Karim. Moves it around the screen by Bowers. West now angles back to the right side again, 10 to shoot. Mikey West hesitates, threw a little bit of an elbow in on Hall. Underhands it wide right to Bowers. His rainbow three is in, and that ties the game. Bowers starting to heat up after a quiet first half, and it's now a 59-59 game. Into the front court, Devontae Hall has it near side of the hash mark. Hall moves it to the right a little bit, to his right, but has it left of the key. Bounces it in left of the lane to Ross. Back out high right to Clark. Now Ashton has it on the right wing, driving in along the baseline. Back out front to Hall, straight on three, right rim and out. I thought it was going to go in, and the Lakers able to get the rebound. Devontae Smith-Johnson with a rebound for RU. 59-59 game, and we have a timeout on the floor. 6:25 to go in regulation. Do not go anywhere. We're all even at 59. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but pre-diabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop pre-diabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of pre-diabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
So 6:25 remains in the second half, all even at 59 in this ball game. We've had 4 lead changes, and now we've just had our 6th tie of the contest. Roosevelt right now at 23 of 45. 51.1%. They made 10 of 23s, while Purdue Northwest 20 of 45, 44.4%. They're 6 of 21 from three-point range. Free throw shooting, obviously likely crucial, and Roosevelt 3 of 3 from the line so far tonight, while Purdue Northwest 13 of 15. The Lakers' last win was on a last-second shot on the 19th of December at Upper Iowa. And maybe another great ending in store here tonight. 59-59 the score, and out of the timeout, it'll be Roosevelt to inbound far side of the hash mark. Kaleem Taylor will bring it in. The shot clock is right now showing 23. Here comes the inbound from Taylor. Brought it into Mikey West out high left. He's guarded by Devontae Hall. Long ball to the near side now to Dante Sawyer. He'll walk it between the circles. Shot clock now down to 10. Sawyer, standing dribble, right edge of the center circle. Moves to the left. Goes in left of the lane. Spins into the paint. Lean-in shot blocked, but contact and a foul in deep as players to the floor. Foul here.
Number 12.
It's on Andres Arellano.
Jr.
And that'll be his first. He just came back into the game, his first and the team's 5th. Free throws coming up for Roosevelt. So Dante Sawyer to the line for RU. Dante 1 for 1 from the line tonight. That was early on a 3-point play conversion. First free throw, front rim and out. Never really had a chance. You could see when he released it, it would come up short. So the best now Dante can do is give the Lakers a 1-point lead. Here comes the second free throw, in and out. And the defensive rebound goes to Pat Robinson for Purdue Northwest. Into the front court with it now is Hall. Hands it up now in the come around and around to the near side. Here's Ariano with it. Picked it up left of the key. Around the arc now wide right. Little hesitation. Drive in from Devontae Hall into the lane. Wheels again. Wheels a second time. Lobbed it wide left. Abdel Karim for three. Left rim and out. Came toward the near corner. Battle for the ball, and Roosevelt able to get to it. I think that was Bowers who got to it. That was shielded by the players standing on the Purdue Northwest bench. Into the front court now. Taylor bounces it in deep on a back cut there, but it got tipped out of bounds. Both teams arguing they have the ball. And it'll be Roosevelt, I believe, to keep it here. Shot clock is set to 20, 5:31 for the game. Alante Askew among those back into the game for Purdue Northwest. Roosevelt to inbound, baseline right. Sawyer on the inbound, lobbed it out high now with it is Hamari Bowers between the circles, guarded by Aiden Ashton. Bowers on the dribble, right hand. Now Clark picks him up defensively. Back again now to Ashton on the defensive pressure. Off to the right side, Bowers pulls up, takes the jumper from the right, missed it, but a foul as the ball was in the air, or at least a whistle as the ball in the air. And a foul to be called here to be on Kevin Taylor. So Taylor, the foul for Purdue Northwest, is third, and the team sixth. And now Hamari Bowers to the line here for Roosevelt. Another chance for the Lakers to retake the lead from the foul line. And Bowers does just that as he buries the first free throw. That was his first free throw attempt of the game, coming in at 71.4%. One more coming up for Bowers. Lakers now with a lead at 60-59. Second one. That's in. Bowers hits them both. 61-59 Lakers. Askew into the front court. Angles to the near side. Flips it back to Clark. Eventually it goes back to Askew by way of Ashton. Askew has it wide right. Got it now to the wing to Taylor. Taylor bounces it in traffic. Into the lane it goes. Return pass to Taylor. And a head on three. Back rim and out. Rebound. Batted around. Left of the lane. Picked up by Mikey West for Roosevelt. Inside of 5 minutes to go in regulation. Roosevelt a 2-point lead now in possession. West has it out high right. Circles around to the left side. Guarded by Ashton. Swings it wide left. Bowers the three. It's in. Hamari Bowers knocked down a clutch three from the left corner. And Purdue Northwest wants a timeout. The Laker bench fired up. Timeout on the floor with a score. It is Roosevelt 64. Purdue Northwest 59. We'll take a break and return. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
As we come back, 64-59, Lakers by 5. Into the front court with it now is Purdue Northwest with the ball. And Alante Askew will bring it into the forecourt. Back out front with it now is Ross. Over to the far side. Garrett Clark with it, back out front, and another straightaway three attempt. Too strong there off the back of the rim by Taylor. Rebound tipped around. Lakers wind up with possession again. So Purdue Northwest now not successful. They tried a pair of threes. Kevin Taylor shooting them both, but missing on both occasions. Let's see if the Lakers now can cash in and advance their lead as they operate in the front court. Ball bounces wide left to Bowers, who bobbled it, got it right back. Bowers trying to back in left of the lane. Also, again, nearly lost it. Now it got tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Roosevelt to keep it far side. It'll be Dante Sawyer to inbound far side at the hash mark. Shot clock is at 10, 4:01 for regulation. Sawyer looks. He looks. Brought it to the backcourt side now to Mikey West, who brought it across the timeline against pressure here. Pulled up now left side after pressure by Askew. Now out high left, a catch and shoot three. Banks too high off the glass and missed. And the rebound cleared by Kevin Taylor. got shielded on the view on that last three ball. Didn't see who took it right away. Taylor top of the key in the front court. Now wide left to Clark. His three. Rattles in and out. Battle for the rebound in the lane. And the Lakers able to come away with it. Amari Bowers, a clutch defensive rebound. Up ahead now to Mikey West. He'll bring it across the timeline. 3.5 to go in regulation. Lakers up 5. West has it on a standing dribble out high left. Brought it now to the near side to Dante Sawyer. Sawyer now has it right edge of the center circle. Shot clock at 10, 3:18 for the game. Sawyer leans over the dribble, guarded by Ashton. Sawyer pulls up, takes a three over Ashton. Right there for Dante Sawyer as the Lakers getting some really clutch three-point shooting down the stretch, and they're up now by 8 at 67-59. Askew into the front court to Ashton. Now right of the lane, holding it and returning it is Ross. Around the arc they go. Askew can't get a shot away for three. He wanted to. Around the arc to the right side to Clark. He drives in low right. Back out front. Now Ross with a three ball. Line drive and missing. Rebound tipped around. And eventually the Lakers able to get to it. In a crowd. Kaleem Taylor the defensive rebound. Well, not only is Roosevelt getting some clutch shooting, they're getting some great defensive rebounds here down the stretch. They're up by 8. 2:32 remaining. Now whistle on a blocking foul called along the far side on Alante Askew, who doesn't seem all that pleased with a call. It'll be his third. Team's 7th. Lakers to the bonus now for the final 2:32 of the game. And we have a timeout on the floor. 2:32 to go in regulation. Roosevelt up by 8, 67-59. We'll pause and return. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
.32 remains in regulation. Roosevelt's trying to pick up what would be their second win overall, first conference win of the season. And as we come out of the break, it'll be Mikey West to the foul line now for Roosevelt. He is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. And he is shooting 1 in a bonus here. And if he makes both, he'll get to his career high, as the first one is in that ties his career high at 30 points. One more on the way. His previous high this season was 18 against Northern Michigan. Back in early December, here comes the second free throw. And that will be in and out and then back in. West hits them too. Career high 31. Lakers by 10 at 69-59. Off to the right side. Askew drives in low right along the baseline. Abdel Kareem with it in the corner. Back out high now to Taylor. He drives in off the balance shot, goes in. Count the hoop and a foul called as Taylor drove in on the left edge of the lane, and he gets the shot to fall and draws the foul. And they called the foul on Hamari Bowers, his third, team's 5th. And here's Taylor now to the line for the three-point play opportunity, and he rattles it in and out, and the rebound goes to Hamari Bowers. So it stays an 8-point ball game, 69-61. All right, into the front court now. Dante Sawyer under some considerable pressure, lobbed it near side, leaping grab to keep it in bounds right here in front of us, as Kaleem Taylor went way up into the air to reel that one in. That's the last thing the Lakers would have needed, would be a turnover. Taylor on the drive in from the right. Defender fell down, went into the lane, kicked it out wide left. Bowers has it back after he fed it out left point. Now back to Mikey West, left side. Drives in and they run out the shot clock. Well, at the very least, the Lakers with an 8-point lead were able to wind down a lot of time off that clock. Although they didn't get points, and now Purdue Northwest will have the ball back. A single two-pointer here would make it a two-possession game again. Inbound brought into Devontae Hall. He'll bring it into the front court now. Hall angles to the right side. Has it on the wing. Gave it back to Taylor. He'll crank up a three, and it's in dead center for Kevin Taylor. Purdue Northwest not going away. Back to a two-possession game. 90 seconds to go. Lakers up 69-64. Half-court trap applied. Ball sent over to the far side. Bowers keeps it as he feeds it up ahead, and then the ball dropped in. It could have been a dunk, but Devon Smith-Johnson dropped it in. So the Lakers come back and quickly get a pair. They're up now 71-64. Now back to a three-possession game. Taylor out between the rings. Dropped it back now for Hall. Hall driving in left edge of the lane. Off-balance shot. Rolls around and in for Devontae Hall. He has 4 in the game. And an immediate timeout taken with 1:03 remaining. So on that exchange, it's back to a two-possession game. 5-point difference. 71-66 in favor of Roosevelt. It's a full timeout here. I a little hesitated on that call there a moment ago as the long pass went to Bowers, and he narrowly avoided a turnover as it was nearly taken away. But he reacted so quickly, got the ball in deep, and then at the end of the sequence, the Lakers were able to get the two. 1:03 to go here in the second half. Lakers trying to pick up their second win overall on the year. Would be their first in the GLIAC. As the Lakers coming in at 1-12 and then winless in their first 6 games in the GLIAC. Lakers will be on the road again on Saturday at Wayne State in Detroit. We'll have the video stream for you on Flow College at 2 p.m. Central Time. That's the scheduled tip on Saturday. Also have volleyball for you tomorrow back home at the Goodman Center. Roosevelt opening their home campaign against Barry University tomorrow at 6, and then Saturday afternoon at 2. You'll be able to watch that on the GLVSN video platform, streaming platform. All right, out of the timeout now, Roosevelt with possession. Right now, important to just try to take care of the ball here. As Kaleem Taylor to inbound the ball. He looks. He looks. Still looking. Brought it into the near side to Hamari Bowers. He's guarded by Ross. Bowers up the near sideline against some intense pressure. Nearly had it knocked away from behind. Now Bowers picked it up. He's in trouble, and he draws a foul. This is going to be on Kyle Ross, who is protesting that call mightily, his first in the team's 8th. 1-1 coming up now for Roosevelt with 54.9 remaining in the ball game. Hamari Bowers to the line here. 2 free throws would make it a 3-possession game. Bowers tonight is 2 for 2 from the line. Came in as a 71% free throw shooter. 54.9 remaining. First free throw is in, and Bowers will get the second. The all-important second one coming up. As right now, it is a 6-point game at 72-66. Here's the second one. That's in. Bowers has been clutched down the stretch. Drills a pair there, 73-66 Roosevelt. Ball rolled out into the timeline, picked up there by Hall. Out front now, Abdel Kareem for 3. Rattles it off the heel, no good. Rebound, tipped in the hands of Kaleem Taylor. Long lob ahead, down the lane, and a layup will be missed, blocked off the glass, and a whistle as players tumbling to the floor. Hard contact there. Clock stopped with 44.7 remaining. Looks like everybody back on their feet. Dante Sawyer taking it down the lane. Heavy contact late. And now the officials will come over here and have a review. Got to be a review on whether it was maybe flagrant. That's my guess. And they'll take a media timeout as well. 44.7 remaining in this game. Didn't see everything that occurred there because the Lakers bench players were all standing up and shielding the view here as the collision occurred along the right baseline. But the review continues on. Mikey West leading the way for Roosevelt, 31 points, also in double figures as Amari Bowers with 15. Dante Sawyer also has 15 for Roosevelt. Meanwhile, 17 in the game for Kaleem Taylor. And then Ross and Pat Robinson each with 10 to lead the way. Looks like there was a flagrant foul called on that play, so now Dante Sawyer to go to the line here for the Lakers. Well, it'll be a 3-possession game no matter what, but 2 free throws would force Purdue Northwest to make 3 threes to get to a tie in the final 44.7 seconds of this game. Sawyer tonight is 1 for 2 from the line, but the first one here is right through. And makes it 74-66. One more to make it a 9-point lead. I believe the Lakers' largest lead has been 10. I'm gonna double check that. Yep, 10 points at 69-59. That was at the 2:33 mark of the second half. One more coming up now for Dante Sawyer. Dante had 8 points at the half, has 14. Second one will be off the front of the rim and out, so it stays a 3-possession, stays an 8-point lead. Into the front court now, Devontae Hall underhands it out top now to Ross, and then just as he caught that ball knee-high, a whistle and a foul here, I believe. Posted on the board is Kaleem Taylor's number for the foul, his 3rd, and the team's 6th. Here's Devontae Hall now to inbound, has it right back on a handoff from Abdel Kareem. Hall into the lane, hesitates, puts it up, rainbows it in, count the hoop and a foul called. 3-point play opportunity here. So Devontae Hall to the line for the 3-point play try. That'll be the team's 7th foul. Bonus will not apply here. As Devontae Hall to the line. Free throw en route and in. So Hall converts on the 3-point play try. And now back to a 5-point game, 2-possession game at 74-59. And now on the inbound, a whistle here, and Purdue Northwest bench is clapping. Thought for a minute there might have been a 5-second call. 32.9 remaining. There was a timeout, I believe, taken there. Well, regardless of what it is, we'll stay here. 32.9 remaining in the ball game. 74-69 is the score. That last foul was on Kaleem Taylor. It was his 4th of the game. They had Taylor's number up, but he had a foul just before that, and his number on the board remained at 3, so wasn't positive about that. But now it is Taylor's 4th. So we have that cleared up. And 5-point ball game, 32.9 remaining here in the second half. It was a close game at the break, as it was a 31-28 Purdue Northwest lead. Lakers in the second half shooting 15 of 24 after going 11 of 25 in the opening frame. Overall, they're at 26 of 49, while Purdue Northwest, they've gone 14 of 29 here in the second half, and overall they're at 24 of 55. That's at a 43.6% rate. So 32.9 remaining in the game. And Roosevelt trying to hold on. All right, Lakers now out onto the floor, as are now the Purdue Northwest Pride. And we will await the resumption of this game, as we'll have an inbound coming in for the Lakers here off to our left. They'll have to move it the length of the floor. It'll be Kaleem Taylor to inbound here for RU now, along the baseline near side to our left. He looks, fires it in here. And a lot of pressure here, double team. They surrounded the Laker with a ball. They didn't see who it was right away. Jump ball was called.
Jump ball.
And Roosevelt will keep it.
Possession, Pride.
So now 29.1 remaining in the game. And it'll be Purdue Northwest ball. Yeah, I saw the arrow. Thought they might have flipped it over very quickly, but it is Purdue Northwest with a ball there. They were about to award it to Roosevelt, and then they reversed it. So now it'll be Devontae Hall to inbound left baseline. He looks. Brought it in left side to Kareem Abdul. He hook passes it now to Ross, who steps back, takes a three, back rim and out. Rebound to Ashton, who got undercut, but he held onto the ball. Backs up, takes a three, front rim and out. Ross gets it back, hits the shot, count the hoop, foul called. It was on Devon Smith-Johnson, who they were saying that he grabbed the jersey there, and so it'll be a three-point play try here. As it'll be Kyle Ross to the line. That was a hard sequence really to kind of describe. Anyway, a three-point play opportunity here. This would make it a two-point game with 18.2 remaining. Free throw is in. Wow, they were so close to turning that ball over, but now the three-point free throw goes in. It's a 74-72 Laker lead and an immediate foul here, it looks like, in the backcourt. Again, I'm shielded by the player standing up on the Purdue Northwest bench. And a foul here called, and it'll be on, I believe, Quad Abdel Kareem. That would be his first of the game. Team's 9th. To the other end we go. Rather, the team's 10th. To the other end we go. Lakers to the double bonus, and Mikey West to the line. Mikey 4 for 4 from the line in the game. He is now 18 of 19 on the line for the year. First free throw here as the crowd hoots it up, and the free throw is in. One more would make it a two-possession game. Right now it's a 74. We still have 74-72 on the board. Here comes the second one. And now it is around and out, and the rebound cleared. Now they put the points up on the board. They have 76-72 on the board. Up the near side, Hall into the lane from the left, laid it in. And now we have a timeout taken. Well, to be honest here, some players are pointing at the scoreboard. Now it's been reversed back, and it's 75-74. So it's a one-point game with 11.6 remaining. A little confusion there on the board. Now the officials are looking at the board as well. Quite the ending to this game. So I was calling the score as it was showing on the board. And then they added a point as they were late putting it up. They, for a moment, had 76 on the board for Roosevelt. Now the officials will confer. And an interesting ending to this game, to be sure. 11.6 remaining in regulation. And on the board right now, it is a one-point lead for the Lakers at 75-74. Purdue Northwest now back out onto the floor. The Lakers trying to hold on after they seemingly were in control of the game. They were up by 10 at the 2:32 mark remaining. Rather, 2:33 to be precise. It was a 69-59 Roosevelt lead. All right, here we go now. Kaleem Taylor will inbound it for the Lakers. They have to move it all the way left to right. They are in the double bonus. All right, Taylor, he'll get the ball. He is not being guarded on the inbound. He looks, brought it in, and it's swatted away out of bounds there by Kevin Taylor. And it'll be the Lakers to keep it. Now 10.8 remaining in regulation. Taylor reaching around the intended recipient to knock it out of bounds, so Taylor now will try again. He looks, brought it in far side. Mikey West controls, then he's immediately going to be fouled. And that'll be on Devontae Hall. Well, from the Lakers' standpoint right now, Mikey West, another chance here. He's been money from the line this season. 8.8 remaining. Hall with his third, team's 10th. Mikey West to the line. 2 made free throws would make it, it will still be a one-possession game with 8.8 to go in the contest. So here's West to the line. Crowd making noise. First free throw in the air and in and out. West with another one coming up. Best he can do now is make it a 2-point game, which would give an opportunity for Purdue Northwest to win the game at the other one with a 3. All right, West, another one coming up. Crowd making a lot of noise here. West spins the ball, releases the free throw, and it's in. West hits the second of the two, 76-74. Up the far side now and into the front court. Here's Devontae Hall, 4 seconds remaining. Hall down the lane, puts it up, and it hit the top of the glass, and then a whistle. Oh, he tossed that one up, it went straight up in the air, hit the top of the glass. It'll be Roosevelt ball with 1.8 remaining. So the Lakers now to inbound. 1.8 to go. Here comes the inbound, brought into Devon Smith-Johnson, and then he's fouled as you heard the buzzer sound, but there will be time left on the clock. But Roosevelt closing in on a dramatic win here tonight. Now they put 0.3 of a second back on the clock. They called that foul on Quad Abdel-Karim, his second of the game. And this game all but over here as Devon Smith-Johnson of the line. And the first free throw is in and out. But really, even on a miss and a rebound, well, let's see if he makes it. You could inbound it and maybe get a desperation shot away. Second free throw is in. 77-74, 0.3 remaining. Here's the inbound, allowed to roll. There's an 80-foot shot that'll be off the mark. And the Lakers of Roosevelt University hold on and get a much-needed victory here this evening at Purdue Northwest. Your final score here tonight, the Roosevelt Lakers 77 and Purdue Northwest 74 with a victory. The Lakers move now to 2-12 on the year. They get their first GLIAC win against 6 defeats. Meanwhile, Purdue Northwest dropping to 6-8 overall and 2-5 in the GLIAC. And what a morale boost this should be for the Lakers as they head off to Wayne State and Detroit on Saturday. Taking a look at scoring stats for the ball game now. Mikey West, a career-high 33 in the game for the Lakers. Also in doubles, Dante Sawyer 16, Hamari Bowers 15. Devon Smith-Johnson had 9 in the game, and then 2 apiece for Kaleem Taylor and Mason Kleinsmith. Kobe Reed and Griffin Yaklich played but did not score for the Lakers. For Purdue Northwest, they were led in scoring by Kevin Taylor with 17. Then Ross had 13. Pat Robinson had 10, then 9 each for Hall and Clark. Devontae Hall and Garrett Clark each with 9. 8 for Quat Abdel-Karim. And then rounding it out, it was Ashton with 5 and Alante Askew with 3. And in addition, Andres Arellano played but did not score. Shooting stats tonight, Purdue Northwest 26 of 59, 44.1%. They were 7 of 30 from three-point range and 15 of 18 from the free throw line, while for the Lakers, they were 26 of 49, 53.1%. Great shooting tonight for Roosevelt all around. They were 12 of 23 from three-point range and 13 of 19 from the free throw line. Rebounding in this game, 34-26 advantage for Purdue Northwest, and turnovers tonight, 9 for Roosevelt, 8 for Purdue Northwest. So a great night of basketball here this evening as the Roosevelt Lakers able to take both ends of this women's and men's doubleheader. Women's team winning by 10 at 74-64, and then the men's team holding on and winning it by 3, 77-74. Both teams in action on Saturday, as it'll be 12 noon and 2 p.m. Central Time, the tip-off times, and you'll be able to watch both of those games at Wayne State and Detroit on Saturday on Flow College. Our thanks to again to our great hosts here at Purdue Northwest. Hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. We'll be seeing you hopefully for men's volleyball. They open up against Barry University tomorrow night at 6 at the Goodman Center. Hope you'll join us for that. Again, the final here this evening from Purdue Northwest. It was Roosevelt 77 and the Purdue Northwest Pride 74. Hope to see you again for volleyball or when the Lakers return home for hoops next Thursday at the Goodman Center. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for being with us. And now, from Hammond, Indiana, we wish you all a very pleasant good night.